this a different tier?
I mean, it should be. Notre Dame's number 5 or 6 in the country, so if we beat them, that should definitely help us out in the polls. They're obviously a bigger name team than Wofford and App State, so it's going to be a big game, and we get the W. It should help us out a lot.
Home field advantage has always mattered and helped. How exactly is this team different in this stadium than others?
Like, is Clemson different at home?
How do you guys play better at home?
I really don't know, honestly, because at the end of the day, it's just noise. I mean, the fans, like, they have it. Like, obviously, they play a big role in it. They're being loud and they distract the other team. But either way, wherever we're at Louisville or at Clemson. At the end of the day, it's just noise. It's just distractions. So at the end of the day, if you're focused and you're just want to do your job correctly, they don't really affect you at all. So I really couldn't tell you why we play better at home than we do away. I feel like I guess the younger guys might get distracted at away games, might get intimidated by the stadium, but I don't see how you can get intimidated when you play in a stadium like this at home. So I think it's just it comes down to the maturity of the player, if they let the intimidation of the away fans get to them or not.
Lost so many guys to the NFL, at least from the outside, perception might be the defense is going to take a step back. So far, so good, although the competition's going to step up. How satisfied have you been with the way you guys have with a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys, have kind of kept the pace from last year so far?
I'm very satisfied. And obviously, we played Wofford, App State, and Louisville, and all three of those teams are really good. But we still have a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of young guys that don't have that much experience. They obviously haven't played in a big game like it's going to be like Saturday. So I'm still eager to see what our guys are going to do Saturday. But so far, so good. And I hope we just keep that train going.
Do you think the potential and the levels there to even approach by year's end what you guys did similar to last year?
Absolutely. The only thing we really lost just in the end of the year was just talent. Not talent. We lost leadership because the talent's always been there. We're always going to reload every year and have the same level of talent we had the previous year. So the main thing we lost last year was just leadership. And so far, the leaders have stepped up and done their job. So we'll see if they can do that throughout the entire season.
Who do you think those leaders have been that have stepped up?
Sir?
Who do you think those leaders have been that have stepped up?
I think every single starter on our defense has those leadership qualities. And that's really all of them. They're all leading those young guys. Make sure we get that 2 deep to where it needs to be. But everybody on our first string, I think, definitely has those leadership qualities.
In football and replacing the sport.
Probably not. I mean, I don't go to Notre Dame, so I know the history of Clemson football. That's why I came here. I don't have a clue about Notre Dame.
Deshaun said earlier that he respects the tradition of them, but a name isn't going to affect this team. You agree with that?
I mean, a lot of the starters it doesn't affect. I mean, we done played Ohio State, beat them. Played Oklahoma, beat them. I'm trying to think all the ball. Yeah, LSU, beat them. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to beat the crap out of Notre Dame, but we played big name opponents, and it hasn't really affected us at all. So I don't think just the name Notre Dame is going to affect us. We're going to still go out there and prepare every week like we have in the past 3 games. So it doesn't affect me, at least. I don't think it will with the other starters.
Jay Ron said it's going to be a chippy game. Is that something you're looking forward to?
I mean, if it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to play my assignment and do my job regardless if they're talking or not. I don't know why they would. We never really had history with Notre Dame, or it's not really a rivalry. It's just a big game. So they want to talk. It's cool. It's cool. That's up to them. I'm gonna play. Play the football I've been playing my entire life. So.
What have you seen on film so far?